The world is watching Southeast Asia closely, with the eyes of governments, analysts, and ordinary people fixed on the Philippines. In recent weeks, the region has become a focal point of international attention, as events here could shape the future of global maritime politics. The Philippines has just released a new official map, a move that has sent ripples through diplomatic circles and newsrooms around the globe. This is not just a routine update, it's a bold declaration that signals a new chapter in the ongoing territorial disputes in the South China Sea. This map directly and unapologetically challenges China's sweeping territorial claims in the South China Sea, particularly the controversial 9-dash line that Beijing has used to assert control over vast stretches of ocean. By redrawing its boundaries, the Philippines is making its own claims unmistakably clear. The release of this map marks a significant shift from years of cautious dialogue and diplomatic protest to a more assertive stance. The Philippines is no longer content to simply voice its concerns. It is now taking concrete action to assert its rights and protect its interests. The new map disregards China's 9-dash line entirely, instead drawing boundaries that are firmly rooted in international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. This legal foundation strengthens the Philippines' position on the world stage. For many Filipinos, this move is more than a political maneuver, it's a powerful symbol of national pride and determination. It resonates deeply with a population that has long felt the pressure of external threats to their sovereignty. The new map serves to unite the country, giving Filipinos a clear and shared understanding of their national territory. It fosters a sense of collective identity and purpose, rallying people from all walks of life around a common cause. The timing of this announcement is crucial. Tensions in the South China Sea have been steadily rising, with more frequent confrontations and standoffs between naval and Coast Guard vessels from different countries. In recent months, incidents between Chinese and Filipino vessels have increased, sometimes resulting in dangerous close encounters and heated exchanges. These incidents highlight the urgent need for clarity and resolve. By releasing this map, the Philippines is quite literally drawing a line in the sand, or in this case, the sea. It is sending a clear message that it will not quietly accept aggressive actions or encroachments on its territory. This is a calculated risk. The move could escalate tensions and even lead to conflict, but it also opens the door for renewed negotiations and the possibility of a peaceful resolution if all parties are willing to engage in good faith. Around the world, leaders and citizens alike are watching to see how this bold strategy will play out. Will it inspire other nations to stand up for their rights, or will it provoke a backlash from more powerful neighbors? For the Philippines, this map is more than just a collection of lines and coordinates. It is a statement of sovereignty, a declaration that the nation will defend its rightful place in the world. It represents the courage of a small nation standing up to a regional superpower, determined to protect its people, its resources, and its future. The Philippines is taking action, not just making statements. By formalizing its claims and preparing to defend them, it is showing the world that it is serious about its rights and responsibilities. This decisive action has transformed a long-standing regional issue into a major topic of international debate and concern, drawing in voices from across the globe. The new map will serve many purposes. It is a tool for diplomacy, a resource for education, and a foundation for national security planning. It will help future generations understand the importance of defending their country's interests. In classrooms and government offices, the map will be studied, discussed, and used to guide decisions. It will shape how Filipinos see themselves and their place in the world. With this bold step, the Philippines is making a stand, not just for its territory, but for its rights, its dignity, and its future as a proud and independent nation. The unveiling of the new map of the Philippines marks a significant moment in the nation's history, as it boldly redefines and clarifies the country's maritime borders for the world to see. This is not just a simple update, it is a declaration of intent, a visual assertion of the Philippines' rightful place in the region. For the first time, the waters to the west are officially named the West Philippine Sea, a move that resonates deeply with Filipinos. This name is more than a label, it is a statement of ownership and pride, reflecting the nation's enduring connection to these vital waters. By making this designation, the government removes any lingering ambiguity, firmly asserting the area as Filipino territory. This clarity is crucial, especially in times of dispute, as it leaves no room for doubt about the country's stance. The map is meticulously crafted using the principles of the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, to outline the Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ. This zone extends 200 nautical miles from the coast, granting the Philippines special rights over natural resources in these waters. With these boundaries clearly defined, the Philippines' claims are now unmistakable, putting an end to years of confusion and uncertainty. This clarity empowers both officials and ordinary citizens to understand and defend their nation's rights. Crucially, important features like Scarborough Shoal are now explicitly included within the EEZ, reinforcing the Philippines' claim to these contested areas and ensuring that their significance is recognized both at home and abroad. The new map serves as a vital tool for diplomacy, education, and national security. It is used in classrooms to teach the next generation, in diplomatic meetings to assert the country's position, and by the military to safeguard the nation's interests. By providing a clear and authoritative basis for negotiations, the map strengthens the Philippines' hand in international talks and helps build consensus among allies and partners. In schools, it inspires students to learn about their country's geography and history, fostering a sense of pride and responsibility for the nation's future. The government's plan to submit the map to the United Nations is a strategic move, aiming to gain international recognition and support for the Philippines' official territorial claim. If accepted, this would cement the map's status as the definitive representation of the Philippines' maritime boundaries, strengthening its legal and diplomatic standing worldwide. Ultimately, the map stands as a powerful statement of sovereignty, a clear message that the Philippines is determined to protect its territory and assert its rights on the global stage. It is also a unifying symbol, bringing together Filipinos from all walks of life and reminding them of their shared heritage and common purpose. By reinforcing the Philippines' position in the international community, the map helps build alliances and foster mutual respect among nations. More than just a document, the map is a powerful symbol of the country's determination, unity, and unwavering resolve to protect its rights and secure its future for generations to come. The unveiling of the new Philippine map marks a significant moment in the country's ongoing efforts to assert its sovereignty and protect its maritime rights. This updated map is more than just a cartographic revision. It is a bold statement of national identity and a clear response to regional challenges. By directly challenging China's expansive 9-line claims, the map visually demonstrates the stark contrast between what China asserts and what the Philippines, backed by international law, recognizes as its own territory. The new map deliberately omits the 9-line, instead aligning itself with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. This international agreement defines the rights and responsibilities of nations regarding the world's oceans, and the Philippines map is a testament to its commitment to these global standards. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague delivered a landmark ruling, declaring that China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea had no legal basis. This decision was a turning point, reinforcing the Philippines' maritime entitlements. The new map now clearly reflects this historic ruling, highlighting the Philippines' Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ, and reinforcing its rights to resources within these waters. Despite the International Tribunal's decision, China has steadfastly refused to recognize the ruling. However, the Philippines remains resolute, standing firm in its legal and moral position. By adopting this map, the Philippines positions itself as a nation that respects and upholds international law, setting an example for others in the region and beyond. In contrast, China's continued disregard for the global legal order has drawn criticism and concern from the international community, highlighting the growing divide over the South China Sea. The Philippines' strategy of adhering to a rules-based system has garnered support from ASEAN neighbors and other nations that value stability, fairness, and peaceful resolution of disputes. For many Filipinos, the new map is more than a legal document. It is a symbol of hope, unity, and the country's unwavering claim to the moral high ground in this complex dispute. By asserting its rights and challenging China's historical claims, the Philippines is not only defending its own interests but also championing the principles of international law for all. Ultimately, the new map stands as a practical application of a hard-won legal victory, inspiring future generations to value justice, sovereignty, and the rule of law. The new map reflects the reality faced by Filipino fishermen and Coast Guard. Chinese vessels have blocked access to traditional fishing grounds. These confrontations shape the national identity of the Philippines. The image of a small Coast Guard ship against a giant Chinese vessel is powerful. It unites Filipinos in patriotism and defiance. The conflict impacts livelihoods, threatening fishermen's survival. The map promises government support for their rights. This unity strengthens the government's diplomatic and security policies. The map is a rallying point for national consensus. It builds a stronger resolve against external pressure. The map is a tool for national unity and identity. The government launches a campaign to educate citizens about the new map. New textbooks and materials explain its importance. The campaign uses media to spread the message, "This is our sea." Physical copies of the map are distributed nationwide. Workshops empower fishing communities to defend their rights. The campaign builds national consciousness and identity. An educated public is the country's best defense. The map is an idea embedded in the Filipino identity. China's reaction to the new map was swift and predictable. It condemned the map as a provocation and illegal act. China may increase its presence in the West Philippine Sea. The Philippines risks economic repercussions from China. The government bets on international support outweighing costs. The situation is a high-stakes diplomatic challenge. The Philippines aims to defend its sovereignty without conflict. The map is a stand for the country's rights and future. The South China Sea is a vital global waterway. 1/3 of global shipping passes through, impacting the world economy. Countries depend on free navigation for trade. Control by one nation like China threatens this freedom. The sea holds potential energy resources driving the conflict. The dispute tests the international rules-based order. The outcome sets a precedent for global relations. The world watches the Philippines stand closely. The Philippines strengthens alliances, especially with the US. The Mutual Defense Treaty deters China's use of force. Other nations support the Philippines' position. ASEAN's response is mixed, but some countries quietly support. The US endorses the map, reinforcing a free Indo-Pacific. The map aligns the Philippines with allies against China's ambitions. The South China Sea conflict is an environmental disaster. China's island building destroys vital coral reefs. Destructive fishing practices threaten marine ecosystems. The map asserts the Philippines' role in environmental stewardship. Protecting resources is crucial for future generations. The fight for the sea is also a fight for the environment. The new map is a symbol of the Philippines' future. It represents hope for fishermen and economic potential. The map is a declaration of self-respect and sovereignty. It stands for the rule of law over force. The map unites Filipinos in national pride. It connects the geopolitical struggle with daily lives. The map is a testament to standing up for what's right. It is a line drawn in the sand, a fight for the nation's future.